On this channel, we talk about many of the high-tech ways that cybercriminals steal from you. There is AI-generated phishing emails, deepfakes, and audio jacking, just to name a few. But did you also know that cybercriminals can steal your personal information through dumpster diving? Even in this digital age that we live in, dumpster diving is still a threat.
Talk trash. Well, not exactly. Dumpster divers are starting to create issues in our community.
That there are a lot of people that do what they call dumpster diving, and I think, quite frankly, across the nation, it's become a hobby for some people. Years ago, people would just take a credit card application and just complete it, sign it, turn it back in, and then they would intercept the credit card when it showed up at your house, which meant they're checking your mail quite often.
Dumpster diving originally meant searching through the trash to find items that can be reused or recycled. Some people dumpster dive to search for food or to save money. Others treat it as a form of environmental activism in order to call out businesses and to raise awareness of wasteful dumping behavior. So as you can see, there are positive reasons for dumpster diving. However, bad actors have turned dumpster diving into a way to steal your personal information. They search through the trash for bank statements, credit card bills, insurance letters, and any other documents with sensitive data that can be used to steal your identity or your money. According to the Pennsylvania Attorney General, dumpster diving is considered one of the most common methods for identity theft. According to a 2022 Javelin Strategy and Research study, 17% of identity theft cases were caused by information collected through dumpster diving. A local media site called My Little Falls reported that residents have complained about people going through their trash. People were caught on video messing with trash and then leaving without any bottles or recycled materials. They were just looking for personal information. And this isn't just a myth. Criminals can really find sensitive and personal information in dumpsters. In a Reddit forum about dumpster diving, people shared that they found social security cards, birth certificates, credit cards, and even lawyers' case files. One diver even found divorce documents. Another diver found an old computer that was once used by a local tax office. It had customers' tax data on it, which criminals can use or sell on the dark web. By now, you might be wondering, is dumpster diving legal? Generally, dumpster diving is considered legal. In the case of California versus Greenwood in 1988, the US Supreme Court ruled that once trash is left on the curb for collection, it's considered public domain. This means that it's legal to search through trash left on the curb, and it doesn't violate the Fourth Amendment, which protects people from unreasonable searches and seizure. This ruling basically tells us that we are responsible for what we put in the trash and that anyone can get whatever trash we leave on the curb. One of the biggest risks of dumpster diving is financial loss. When criminals find your bank statements, tax letters, or old electronic devices, they can use this information to access your bank account, take out loans in your name, and make unauthorized purchases. If you toss out a phone with the SIM card still in it, criminals can do a SIM swap to access your bank account and drain your savings. If you're one of those people who puts their password or PIN on paper and then discards the paper, criminals can retrieve this information from the trash and use it to access your financial accounts. Throwing away loan applications or other documents with errors can also be very risky. Criminals can find and complete them, potentially securing loans or services in your name. These are just a few examples, but as you can see, having your information easily accessible to dumpster divers can lead to significant financial losses. Once your personal information is compromised, you are more vulnerable to other scams. When criminals get your phone number, name, and email address in the trash, they can use them for phishing. They can send you fake emails or messages that look like they came from a trusted source, like your bank. These messages have links that lead to fake websites asking you to enter your personal details. Once you do, the scammer steals your identity, gets your account information, and commits whatever crimes they want to. They can commit what is known as medical identity theft. That means your stolen medical records can be used for fraudulent insurance claims or prescriptions, which then lead to financial or health issues. You could also miss out on treatments that are meant for you. What's worse is that the criminals who get your data from the trash can sell it on the dark web, which then exposes you to even more scams. According to Privacy Affairs, credit card details can be sold for $70 to $100 per account, while bank account logins can fetch up to $4,000 on the dark web. The third and final risk is legal consequences. Victims of identity theft through dumpster diving can face legal challenges because criminals may commit crimes in their names. You could also be sued under the law for negligence if you don't take reasonable steps to protect sensitive information. For example, if your friend's identity was stolen along with yours because you threw away a document with their information in it, they could sue you. If they can prove that you had a duty to dispose of that document securely but didn't, they might win a lawsuit for damages against you. You can also be sued if you're a business owner and a customer's identity is stolen because your company carelessly disposed of their information. The Fair and Accurate Credit Transaction Act has a disposal rule that requires businesses and individuals to properly dispose of sensitive information to prevent misuse. Non-compliance can result in federal fines and legal actions from affected individuals. In healthcare, properly disposing of documents is crucial to keeping patients' information confidential. According to HIPAA, medical providers cannot throw away protected health information in regular trash or recycling bins. Use specific safeguards like administrative, technical, and physical measures. This includes shredding, which I will explain more in a bit. In summary, the risk of having your information accessed through dumpster diving includes financial losses, vulnerability to other scams, and legal consequences. In 2020, police discovered that Cassie Cullen, a 50-year-old woman from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, had identifying documents for over 200 individuals and businesses in her hotel room in Rochester. Cullen explained to the police that she was in Rochester for her husband's medical appointment and had relapsed to methamphetamine use, a highly addictive stimulant. This relapse led her to dumpster dive for papers containing financial and personal information of other people. It didn't stop there. Cullen admitted that she used the information she found to apply for credit cards and debit cards in other people's names. Among the items found in her possessions were social security card numbers, a check for over $300 issued by a business in Minnesota with the recipient's name erased, debit cards in the victim's names, and a MasterCard in a victim's name. So, in 2023, Cullen was charged with felony counts of identity theft and receiving stolen property. There is no update yet on the outcome of her case, but it shows how criminals can misuse your information gotten from dumpster diving. This is why it's crucial to take the preventative measures to protect yourself, and we will talk about that next. Benjamin Franklin once said, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." Recovering from identity theft is possible, but it takes a lot of time and resources. So it's much better to prevent identity theft than to fix it. One way to avoid becoming a victim of identity theft through dumpster diving is by shredding any documents with personal information before you throw them in the trash. This includes everything from bank statements to ATM receipts. Don't just dump them. Destroy them. This may be a simple act, but its impact is quite meaningful. It's the best way to prevent identity thieves from accessing your information and then misusing it. As I mentioned earlier, electronic waste or e-waste like old phones, hard drives, or laptops can contain sensitive information that tech-savvy criminals can exploit. So don't just throw them away. Make sure you destroy them. Here's how you can do that. First, reset your devices. For phones, laptops, and desktops, you can usually find the factory reset option in the settings menu. This will erase all your data on your device. Next, physically destroy the device. For small items like hard drives, you can use a hammer. But for bigger items like a PC, a sledgehammer probably works very well. Protective gear like goggles, gloves, and masks to avoid any injuries. And if you're discarding a phone, make sure to destroy the SIM card you no longer need. This helps prevent any unauthorized use of that SIM card. Lastly, set up a fraud alert and freeze your credit. This can help you prevent scammers from opening new credit accounts or taking out loans in your name. It's free and easy to do. For fraud alerts, you need to contact one of the 3 credit bureaus: Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion. Here are the contact details. The credit bureau that you contact will notify other credit bureaus about the fraud alert. You can also do this through their website. I'll put the links in the description below. To freeze your credit, call and ask all 3 credit bureaus. Once your credit is frozen, fraudsters won't be able to open any new credit account under your name or even access your credit report. Also, make sure to ask your credit card company to alert you when they detect any suspicious activity or charges on your credit card. You can also request to cancel your compromised cards and get a new one. Even better, if your credit card company offers virtual credit cards, make sure to switch all your accounts to virtual credit cards so that you prevent any unexpected charges from any unknown vendors. Change your passwords and enable two-factor authentication. This is important if you're used to writing down your passwords on paper and then throwing them away. If this is your habit, change your passwords immediately. Then turn on two-factor authentication to make your account more secure. With two-factor authentication, even if criminals have collected your login details or phone numbers through dumpster diving and SIM swap your phone, they will still need a second authentication factor to access your account. This could be something like a fingerprint, facial recognition, or security questions. These are the things that criminals won't be able to find in dumpsters. That's it for this video about dumpster diving. If you found it helpful, please like, comment, and share, and also subscribe to our channel for our future videos. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.